You've been told technology is the biggest disruptor of the usual comfort. And that's why you young people in universities, I asked you to come up with a business model which I was ready to invest with you and which you produced nothing. I think your life is in your own hands. The knowledge you acquire here, please put it into practice. Don't listen to all these stories here. Let's listen to your stories. In Kenya today, we produce university people who are very keen to come and work for me. Mr. Professor, can you train these young people to become employers, to become the most wealthy people? Bill Gates left school because he thought he was wasting his time at Harvard, and he went to start his business. Today, he's the richest man in the world. There should be one university Kenyan who is meandering and hanging around in the streets looking for something called job. Unless the university knowledge was of no value. I left a formal employment myself. And I said, I've got my experience. I'm tired of being bossed around. And I'm going to be my own boss. I walked out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I took a small office somewhere in town. My secretary said, I can't leave her where she was working with me. She came with me. I said, you are mad. Why are you following a man who has nothing? She said, I trust you. I believe in you. And we sat there. I read the paper from beginning to the last page. I think Nation was doing very well then. And in 2-3 weeks, my secretary asked me, boss, what business are we in? I told her, I thought if we have a desk, an office, and a telephone, and a fax machine, business will come. And sure enough, after 1 or 2 weeks, a friend of mine came to me and told me, Chris, you know so many people, and I'm making so much money selling insurance. How come you can't come and introduce you to our company and see whether you can join to be one of the agents? And do you know, I was so excited. I went, I saw this guy, a Muzungu fellow. I know how to talk to white guys. He said, you are hired, not fired. And in 1 year, I was the best salesman. In 2 years, he made me a director of the board. In the 3rd year, he told me the parent company want to move out of Kenya. We have to close our office here. And Chris, you've been such a wonderful guy. I believe in you. I want you to buy the international house. I looked at him, I said, I can only dream about this. He said, no, I will take you to the bank. We will put a business case to the bank. This is an ongoing business and you will buy it. We spent 2 months struggling with the Barclays in London and in Kenya. And eventually, they said, we'll give you money. When I walked out of the bank, I felt I was floating. I wasn't even walking on the ground. Do you know, within few months, I brought a friend of mine into the business because I was so scared that people might just shoot me somewhere in the street. We bought International House. And there my journey began.